Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on my program. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining me from any part of the world, I thank you very much for your contributions on this channel. Please kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. In this channel, I bring information to your doorstep. I bring news from all channels, from every angle. Things that have to do about the world, things that have to do about Africa, more especially Nigeria. I bring it to your doorstep, some information that you ignore, some information that you cannot be able to come across. I look for them, I bring it to your doorstep for you to see. Every video you see on this channel is for educational purpose.
We're speaking with Senator Ali Ndume, the chairman of the Army Committee in the Senate. Thank you so much for your time, distinguished. I mean, some of the figures and some of the information coming, and they're not quite pleasing. And I was asking what led to the resurgence, and perhaps these terrorists, the bandits, they now have some kind of appetite to attacking train stations and train facilities. What do you think could be responsible?
Well, as I said, I cannot actually say that, but the reason why this is happening, but what I know is that the security apparatus in the country are doing their best, but more needs to be done to either to be proactive in order to avoid such an act. From what I'm getting, my own thinking is that this, the bandits or the terrorists, as you call them, were well prepared for this. And they acted and left in the time that the army could not properly respond in time, the armed forces, even though from where that event happened, the Nigerian army were on ground. Otherwise, the situation would have been worse. The passengers confessed on that. The internal security available within tried their best, but that was not good enough. We've lost 8 lives. Sometime they are talking about 9 now, and then many injured and many missing. But my concern is, how come 28, 30, 48 hours after that, no news?
Because the information, the information that we have distinguished now, based on the manifest that was released by the state government, says about 398 people bought tickets. 362 of these passengers were validated. 8 bodies have been recovered, 8 people dead, and 26 people injured, and several people unaccounted for on that Abuja-Kaduna train service AK9. Some reports were that they were up to 900, but as against, this is the official information coming from government. But the question is, those who have said intelligence is a major problem. How come these guys were rigging those the bombs on the track and nothing was done? And the minister was visibly angry that we should have bought the gadgets worth 3 billion naira, and he said some agents or people in government did not allow that to happen. Shouldn't we be looking in that direction to probe what really happened?
Yeah, we're getting to that, but before then, let's address the issues. The issue now is, how many people are missing? We don't know.
We don't know now.
We know 8 people died, that is it. But my question, and we have invited the army already, and they're coming to see us, to tell us, well, they intervened, and the passengers confirmed that it was more on time. But after that, where are these people? I mean, up to now, we cannot say, this is where they are, or some security agencies cannot say they'll get these people, And I understand that there were so many of them on motorcycles, and they came with buses. The buses that they took people and put them and left with
and
them.
ferried them away.
So it's not like flying. Or
they were well prepared, they were armed enough, they were orchestrated.
Definitely.
They strategized very well for this attack.
But
another one happened just less than 24 hours afterwards.
On the road.
Yes.
Yes. But what surprises me is, by now, left to me, there should have been a situation room, an information, center that will be telling people what is happening every time. But maybe for security reasons, as usual.
But Senator, if the information on what governor of Kaduna State, whatever he said, is anything to go by, on the fact that these bandits and these terrorists, they know them. They know where they are. They can listen to them. No, the governor said that they can listen to their communication. But the problem is that they are not being attacked on all angles.
Wait, Shehu, that is what I really don't buy into. As a chairman Senate Committee on Army or a senator of this country, if I know anybody that has anything to do with that and there are facts, why don't you bring them out? If you say you know somebody, I will mention it. Shehu is, I know. How? This is what he did. No, but how come you say there are people?
The point he said, he made was that they are being able to. They're able to listen to them.
If you listen to them,
and they can listen to them, and that the fact that he was asking that they need to be bombarded on all angles, so they can flush them out.
If that is the case, why is it not being done? Let me tell you that all these things, if you look at it deeply, there is a lot of complacency in it. You have the MTN services. These people are using phone. You can track. With today's technology, people are taken away and you say you don't know where they are? No, let's be serious. And coming back to what the minister says, I get angry too. How can you put all these people every day on the average of 1,000 are moving around, and then the ministry will ask for money to buy gadgets and drones? These are mostly off-the-shelf items. You can order them, import them, or air freight them immediately and install them in 2-3 days. But you know what will happen in Nigeria now? Next is, they will go to TV and show that we have purchased so, and the bandits will watch it. They know where there is going to be installed. These are things that are supposed to be in place. And these are things that are not supposed to go through what they call due process. The due process is to put everything that will secure the life of people.
And it will expose them.
You know, and what happened in this case is, I don't know, because this system is terrible. You know, people will frustrate this kind of process, and as you can see, the minister was angry, and that means there was a lot of frustration in the process of procurement. He said it.
They didn't even approve the money, according to him. So you said it's 3 billion and wasn't approved.
And they are approving.
And it's angry that people are dead now.
And they are approving money for trivialities, nonsense. Every consultant this, and now even this one they will say, okay, let's employ a consultant first, so that out of 3 billion, a consultant will be paid 5%. That's 1-point-something billion, isn't it? Or 100 and something million. That's all these people do in this government. I have said it several times. There is a lot of kleptocrats in this system. And the government needs to do something about it.
Senator, let's wrap up and look at it in this way. What do you think is the solution? You are the chair of the Army Committee. How can we stop? Because a lot of people have taken this train service as alternative because the roads are not safe.
I'm not defending the Army, but the Army has a lot on its plate. Too much. Things that are not... Army has nothing to do with securing terrain road. It's not. It's a police or even local security arrangement by the Nigerian Railway. But if they are not given the money and the resources for that, they can't do it. And that's what the minister is saying. Why don't you now ask people, you get drones, you can get drones installed on the way, and you can get the locals to, supervise and to make sure, these bandits are, as they said, most of the passengers are saying these are kids that are youths that are between the ages of 18 and 20. Or 30 at most, and they don't fly or they don't disappear. They came in groups, 200, and then all of a sudden they disappear, and nobody can say, no, we got 10 here, 20, or even that is if they disperse themselves.
And they probably have traveled several
kilometers. If you talk like
this,
people start thinking, this guy is just a senator or a politician, he doesn't know what he's doing. If I'm in the Army or in the police, I would have been an IG now or retired. So it's high time we hold people responsible. It's high time the citizens too. How can you say now in Abuja, if something happens in this place, channels, and then I'm not praying for you to be attacked or something like that, but if something happens, within minutes, the information will be on the social media. But what will happen around? Why don't you condone this place? Why don't you deploy people? If you do that, you cover this area. Why don't you have additional people? And then the question I'm saying is, what of your neighbors here? If something happens in the channel, people here will know. Why wouldn't they report? And Nigerian citizens too are complicit because these people live in villages. They don't afraid. They operate with people. They go to the markets now. They'll go and get food for these people. What about the intelligence?
Distinguished, we need to leave it at that. Probably, I think before the week runs out, if you have time, that we can discuss this further when you have met the Army Committee.
Yeah, we are meeting the committee, but not this week. It's going to be Thursday.
Okay.
And let me say that, again, I spoke with the course. He was right on time. The next day, he was there himself. It's not an external aggression. Yes, it's terrorists, but this is the work of police, SS, and all that.
All right. Distinguished, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming. Well, let's switch gears now. A renowned pharmacist and former chairman of the Nigerian Economy Summit Group, Mazi, that's what is popularly called, Mazi Sam Owabuwa, has condemned the rising cases of insecurity.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have been educated with this video. I hope you have learned something from the video you just watched. Please go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever you think about the video you have watched, or anything you have learned that you want to share together, go to the comment section and keep yourself busy. It's a free place where people share their opinion. And please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time a video comes out. And also, share the video to your family and friends. Share it to all platforms so that people can get aware of what is happening in the world, mainly in the contraption called Nigeria. We have to keep people on their toe, keep people informed on what is going on. That is exactly what we are doing. Every video you are watching in this channel is for the purpose of education and nothing more. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, bye-bye. See you again.